Hi students. Okay. So till yesterday we have completed the unit 1. So today I am going to start with the unit 2, that is joint stock company. So once you see the topics what are there in the joint stock company, okay. So joint stock company meaning, definition, characteristics, advantages and disadvantages, kinds of company, promotion, stages of promotion, promoter, characteristics, kinds, preparation of important documents, okay, memorandum of association, clauses, AOA, contents, prospectus, contents, red herring prospectus, statement in lieu of prospectus. Okay, these are the topics which we are going to cover under unit 2. Okay, so today we are going to discuss with the joint stock company, okay, its meaning and characteristics. Okay, Seema. So actually first concept and meaning of joint stock company, see it over here. So actually what is the meaning of joint stock company? See here. A joint stock company is an association of persons joining together for carrying on business and having a separate legal entity. The persons joining the business contribute to the stock of the company and are called as shareholders. Okay, so listen carefully. A joint stock company is nothing but it is an artificial company. It is an artificial company. Okay. So, and it has a separate legal entity. It has a separate legal entity. It is not like a sole proprietorship and partnership. Okay, it is a nothing but it is a separate legal entity. So those who want to join in those companies in the joint stock companies, compulsory what they have to do, they have to become a shareholders of that company. Okay, see. So a company is registered under the Companies Act 2013 or under any previous law. Nothing but here presently we are going to discuss with the Companies Act 2013. A company is an artificial person created under law. It is a voluntary association of persons having separate legal entity with limited liabilities of shareholders. The company has perpetual succession and common seal. Okay, the shareholders are the real owners of the company and elect board of directors for carrying the managerial activities. Shares of the company are transferable without disturbing its continuity. Okay, so here see first, second, third till third point what I have explained. So actually what is the first point? See my here, actually it is registered under the Companies Act 2013. Okay, it is an artificial person. So it is a voluntary association of person having a separate legal entity with a limited liability of shareholders. So with limited liability of shareholders means nothing but the shareholders, how much they have invested in that company, their liability will be only up to that. Okay, next the company is a perpetual succession, nothing but its continuation will be there and it will be having a common seal. Okay, next coming to the shareholders are the real owners of the company and for managing the organization, okay, for managing the organization, directors are required. Those directors are elected from the shareholders. Okay, so here shareholders, if suppose they want to transfer the shares to any other person, easily they can transfer. Okay, easily they can transfer. It is not like a partnership. Okay, so listen here. Next afterwards what we have to do, we have to write one definition. This is the introduction and meaning of the joint stock company. Next compulsory you have to write one definition. See over the definition here. Section 220 of the Companies Act 2013 provide that company means a company incorporated under this act or under any previous law. This is a one definition which is given under Companies Act. And one more definition I am going to explain here. As per the Professor H.L. Haney, what he has said means a joint stock company is a voluntary association of individuals for profit having a capital divided into transferable shares, the ownership of which is a condition of membership. So according to H.L. Haney, what he is saying means a joint stock company is a voluntary association, nothing but the capital which is there that is divided into or else it is transferable into shares. Okay, so those who are purchasing the shares in company, what they will do, they will become a members and they are the owners of that company. Okay, so this is the definition. These are the definitions and introduction. So next I am going to explain the features or characteristics of joint stock company. In that first one is artificial person. So what is the meaning of artificial? So here what is the meaning of artificial person? You see, already have said a company is created under law. It's nothing but and its existence is different from its members. Okay, its existence is different from its members. Like a company can own a property, own bank accounts, undertake agreements with outsiders, raise capital, borrow money, sue others. Therefore, a company is called as an artificial person. Okay, here company is also just like a person itself. But what happens here, it will the company will be having a bank account, own bank account, it will be having on company name, and company name they can make a agreements, they can raise the capital, they can borrow the money from the other financial institutions. Okay, even they can put a case on behalf of the company. Those are nothing but it is an artificial person. Next, coming to the formation. Here, how they can form the company, Sima. A company is formed under Companies Act. Under Companies Act, there are a number of formalities which need to completed before a company is formed. A number of documents are prepared which are submitted at the time of registration. The formation of the company is complicated and time consuming process. So here, formation of a company means it is nothing but it is a long process. Joint stock company, to form a joint stock company takes a long process. It is not like a sole trader and partnership companies. Okay, partnership form, sorry. So here what happens means, to form a joint stock companies, first of all there will be a lot of legal formalities. Okay, even they have to fulfill all the documents and they have to submit for the registration. So this everything will be there to form the joint stock company. Next, separate legal entity. So what is the meaning of separate legal entity? Means here nothing but a company is created under the law. It will be having a separate legal entity from nothing but it will be separate from its members. It is separate from its members. Okay, here if what happens means, if a person he want to purchase the shares means he can purchase the shares. Okay, so here what happens, Sima, a person can own its shares and can be its creditor too. The life of the company is independent of the lives of its members. Okay, the company can sue and sue in its own name. So here what happens means, till members are there, okay, till that time the company will be there. Okay, but members are different and company is different over there. Then liability. So here what is the meaning of liability, you see here. So here what happens means, the liability of the shareholder is limited. The liability of the shareholders is limited only up to their share value. If a particular person he has purchased the 100 shares, okay, 100 shares, his liability will be only up to that 100 shares. Okay, clear? Next, control. So control means what, Sima? Here there is a separation between management and control. The owners of the company are shareholders, but these are widely spread in the country. The shareholders elect board of directors to manage and control of the company. The shareholders do not interfere in day-to-day working of the company. The board of directors appoint top officials for running the business. So here what happens means, in case of joint stock company, management is different and control is different. Okay, so from shareholders itself they will elect the board of directors. The board of directors, they will manage the company. The remaining shareholders, they won't interfere. In the working of the company. And here the board of directors, what they will do means, they will appoint certain officials in different departments. They will appoint certain officials. Those officials, they will run the organization, and control of the business will be in those official hands. Okay, next, risk bearing. See here, in a company form of organization, the risk is borne by all the shareholders. In the event of financial crisis, all the shareholders can be required to contribute to the extent of their capital contribution. Hence, the risk of loss gets spread among all the shareholders. Okay. So here risk bearing, what happens means, all the shareholders compulsory they have to bear the risk. If suppose company is under any financial crisis, the shareholders compulsory what they have to do, they have to bear that risk. Nothing but their capital contribution should be more here. Next, common seal. Common seal means nothing but on the name of the company compulsory they have to they have to engrave, nothing but seal we will be having now. So that seal, nothing but it's like a stamp like. It is a stamp like. So on all the documents of the company, compulsory there should be a signature and seal of the company. Okay, signature is nothing but the directors witness should be there. Okay, that is called as a common seal. Next one, coming to the transferability of shares. So in case of joint stock company, easily a shareholder can transfer his shares to any other person. There is no restriction to transfer the shares. Next, perpetual succession. Nothing but here the existence of the company is permanent. If any member has died, or if any member has gone into insolvency, it doesn't affect the company. The company is permanent and its continuation is also permanent. Okay, so these are the 9 characteristics or features of the joint stock company, and very important topic joint stock company is. Okay na? So write down the notes on the joint stock company and its characteristics.